Hi guys, with me is Anna, and today we'll be covering Bachelors of Fashion Management. So Anna will be providing about insiders about the program, and it's going to be helpful. Let's see what Anna got. So, how you doing? You doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good, Pratik. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good too. Thanks for coming, and thanks for taking time for me. I'll be asking you a few basic questions about why did you choose Humber and few more about the program. So let's start.
Okay, cool.
So Anna, tell me, why did you choose Humber?
So funny story. I didn't technically choose Humber by myself. Um, my father's office is in the same building as where my agents are. It's the same building, and my dad went there. He's the one that asked for brochures for schools like universities and colleges, and then Humber was in one of his brochures. I remember there was Seneca and then York University and then I think Thomson Rivers. I'm not sure. I forgot. It was a long time ago. But Humber was there, and the reason why Humber is the one specific that I chose is because of the program, the Bachelor of Commerce, and then the option to choose and major in fashion management later on. No other school has that. No other college, anyways, that I saw had that option of specializing in the fashion field. So that really caught my eye, and I was like, okay, this is the school that I'm gonna go to, and this is what I'm going to study, which is great because up until then, I didn't know that I wanted to work in fashion.
Is did you had any options other than fashion management?
I did. Initially, I wanted to go study marketing. I really like marketing. I think you know me. I work a lot with social media when I was a student ambassador at Humber. Still now I am pretty active on social media. I've always liked marketing, advertising, and whatnot. So that was going to be what I studied. And I mean, everyone knows about marketing, but no one really knows of fashion management, right? So that was my option.
I still remember our first event. We went to work together for Humber. Yeah, you.
What was it? Was it orientation?
No, it was somewhere we were representing Humber. We went to somewhere at this. I don't know, some to cover some event.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, probably. We still did trips back then.
Let's go back to the topic. So, do you want to describe more about the fashion management program? Like, how was their? Firstly, tell me how long this fashion management program was.
Okay, so the fashion management program, it has 8 semesters and you will complete it in 4 years. There's no shortcut. You can't finish it earlier, unfortunately. And you can just I know some programs at Humber you can do the all the semesters back to back, or you can take breaks whenever you want. Because this one is a bachelor's program, you will have to do 2 semesters, then you get a break, and then 2 semesters, and then you get a break. Usually you start in September and then you do January, and then April to August, you sorry, May to August, you're on summer break, and then you resume school. But the good thing with Bachelor of Commerce is you also have the option to start in January. So in that case, though, you will start in January, and then you will have a semester in the summer that starts in May, and then another one in September, and then again in January, and then you finally get your summer break. This is what I did. I started in January because of personal reasons. And I personally think that it's good because in the summer break that you get in between semesters, you can work full time. So that was really great for me. I was able to work full time and save money. One time I went back home for the full 3 months. That was really fun. So yeah, but it is 4 years, and it's just not back to back semesters, but you do get a nice break in between.
Do you want me to walk through those 4 years? Do you want to tell about something that how was the semesters, how was the assignments, and the professor?
Yeah, I can talk about that. So the Bachelor of Commerce program that Humber has a lot of specialization. So the first 2 years, I didn't actually do fashion. I did basic business classes. So I did business law, I did accounting, I did statistics. I was really bad at math, but I pulled through. And then what they do is in your fourth semester, they give you one class that is in your field. So that is when I had my first fashion class in my fourth semester. And this is really great because then it gave an opportunity to a lot of people to realize if they really wanted to go into that field. The reason why I'm talking about it is doing a bachelor's is a big investment. It's about $10,000 per semester. It's a little lower. I'm just rounding it up for you. So you can't just do 4 years of study and then be like, I don't want to study this. I don't want that. So then what this gives you the opportunity for is at the end of the fourth semester, if you're not happy with fashion, let's say, and you want to, if I wasn't happy with fashion, I could have switched to marketing. I could have gone and do a Bachelor of Commerce in marketing. And then I wouldn't have lost any semester. I would have gone ahead with my fifth semester and graduate the same time as everyone else when I was supposed to do. So I'm not spending any extra money. So that was really good. Um, Another reason why I liked it is also because I get basic core classes. A lot of people who go into fashion management want to open their own store. So you need accounting for that. You need statistics for that. You definitely need to learn a bit about macroeconomics for that because of demand and supply. Statistics because you're going to need it for merchandising and placing orders. We do classes like that as well, but that comes from semester 5 and above. There are a lot of really fun classes. I had a class about merchandising, so we had to make small projects and we would have to decorate a store. We would have to make a setup about how we would decorate the window in a shop. Um, I took, I have a sari and I just took my sari there as a piece to put at the bottom, and that was really fun and exciting because no one else did that. So I used a bit of my background and my culture into it. I put makeup. A few people did that up with furniture because fashion, let's not forget, is not just about clothes. It's about cosmetics. It's about home fashion as well, and shoes. So that's really great. So I got to learn that as I was doing the program. Other classmates of mine got into it because of home fashion. Other people got into it because of cosmetics. But the most exciting project that I had to work on was definitely the capstone project. You do that in your eighth semester, and it's taking everything you've learned in those 7 semesters, and you have to start a business. And not really, but you have to present everything. You have to do the accounting side. You have to show how you're going to order, what you're going to order, and how much, how you're going to sell, project sales, which is very interesting. It's also really fun. But it was basically just really, it was so much fun learning fashion management. It just takes fashion to a whole new level. And there is one class where we had to design a whole clothing line for a store. So there is that creative bit, but there's also that realistic bit where, like I said before, if you want to open a store, there are so many things you need to learn. If you want to work as a merchandiser, even merchandisers don't really use their creativity that much in the work where they will um, draw, design, whatnot. No, they use their creativity in another way, and they have to forecast and do fashion trends. So that is a fun part, but there's a lot of calculation involved, and the program just prepares you for any career in fashion that you want to go to. There's no just one specific that it prepares you for, which is great.
That sounds absolutely interesting. So from your talks, I'm understanding that it's more of practical side, or it has theory exams too.
It has both, yeah. It has a good mix of both. So you still have exams, you still have the theory, we still have to get textbooks. Um, it's so the assignments were a mix of practical assignments. So some classes had practical assignments and theory exams. Some classes had only theory.
I see.
For we had to do accounting, fashion, retail finance.
Mhm.
So that's accounting for fashion. It's a bit more different than your basic accounting. That obviously was 100% theory. Another course that we did that was only theory. Actually, I can't think of anything that we only did theory when I did just fashion. Now that you mention it, there was always a little activity, a little assignment that was practical. So that was really good.
So yeah, so since you're an international student, how did you manage your personal life and those exciting assignments?
There were a few all-nighters. I won't lie. I know people usually say, "Oh, I did my assignment way in advance," and the professors do that. They give you that assignment when it's practical. You have it at least 2 to 3 weeks before you actually have to do the assignment. It's also on the course outline at the beginning of each class, like the first day they give you an outline, so you have time to prepare. But me being me, I'll do it like 2 3 days before. So there were a few all-nighters, but they're fun because when they're group projects, there was no pandemic when I was a student, so we would all meet at school and stay at school, and then we would work together on a project and then go to class in the morning. Or I would be in my room when it was just assignments that I had to do by myself. I would just put on music on my earphones because I didn't want to disturb my roommates, but music, having a drink with me, and then just making the assignment, that was so much fun because you don't have to think about it that much, but you have to write. You have to let your imagine your sorry, you have to let your creativity flow, and you just have to be creative. You need to have fun to be creative. So that's what I did. That's how I managed the assignments. Of course, when there were theory assignments, I became serious. I did it. I did what I had to do. It's fun. It's not easy. Now that I'm working, I don't know how I did it in the past, but I mean, the life of a student is different. You don't work full time every day, so your schedule changes every day. On some days, you can sleep all day and then you work all night. And I managed to still have a job. I worked part time. I had school, I went to my classes, and still did my assignments. As long as you have a schedule, that's what I did. I had a schedule, I bought a planner, I planned out my day, and I was able to do it. That's really all it is, organization.
That reminds me, we are so lucky that we got a job at Humber.
Yeah, we are. We actually are working right on campus. That was so much fun.
But I agree to it. So yes, after completing this course, what do you think? Do we have internships, or do you think that we will develop complete package so we can showcase in the real market, like a grad show or something? Do we have some kind of platform to showcase our talent after going through this 4 years of program? If I'm not wrong. Yeah.
So for my program, the one I did, because it's so focused on business,
Mhm.
there's no showcase, there's no fashion show at the end of the year.
Okay.
What you do is the capstone project has a big presentation that you prepare for.
Mhm.
What I would recommend is you keep that presentation, never delete it because you could show it to your employers. So for the Bachelor of Commerce, everyone has an internship between their third and fourth year. So that is between your sixth and seventh semester, you have a whole summer off. So from May to August, you don't have any classes, and the co-op is then. You don't have a choice. You can't decide to do your co-op after the program or another time. They tell you this is the time that you have to do the co-op, and I had to complete 420 hours, I think, of co-op. hours. Yeah, it was a lot. And I had two jobs for the co-op plus my part-time job because I needed to get the co-op hours, and both co-ops were part-time. So I had to do what I could, and I had to pay my bills as well, right? So I needed money.
Intern- Internship was paid.
So I one internship was unpaid and the other one was paid.
Okay.
That was my thing, yeah. So it was great. I got to work for two very different kind of stores. I'm not gonna say that it's easy to get a co-op when you're doing fashion management, but I'm going to give a tip. Very important. If you're going to study fashion, get a part-time job in retail or anything relating to that field that you want to work in the future. That was a mistake of mine, I think. I maybe should have worked part-time at a retail store as well as Humber. I don't know now, like, would I have been able to study and do two part-time jobs? Of course. But maybe it would have helped me a little bit more.
But
So you're just building that connection. You're getting the experience as well. Because in Canada, if you don't have experience when you graduate, it's really hard to get a job.
I think, no, from my understanding, getting a part-time job in a respective field is also a difficult part, but it's a different kind of struggle. I have been in that boat.
It is, yeah. So what I was saying, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I got confused. So why it's important for that too is a lot of people they use their part-time job. For example, you're working part-time at a store like let's say H&M. You're working part-time at H&M. You could you're working there for a whole year. After 1 year, you have to do your internship. You could speak to your manager to let you become a supervisor, to let you be assistant manager, and that would count for your co-op.
That's true.
So you could just work there full time, get your co-op hours done, and you're getting paid for it. That is one trick that a few people did in my program that I wish I had done.
No worries. So, what do you think about the job security after graduating from this program? I know you got recently a job. Congratulations, but what
Thank you.
what is
Um,
job security?
uh, so right now, the security for fashion right now stores are closed, right? So if you're a store manager, if you're a visual merchandiser, you've been staying at home. That is affecting me too. I can't start my program until the lockdown restrictions are lifted. However, there's a lot of opportunities when you're working in fashion as well. Like if you're working for the marketing side of a fashion company, if you're working for the e-commerce of a big company, if you're working on their website, merchandising, those aspects of the jobs are still there. They're still present. People are still working. They're working from home because these career options you can work from home. So it all depends on what you want to do and where you want to do it, and really depends on the environment that we're living in. Right now, it's definitely not a very good time for fashion. A lot of stores are closing down. It took me a year after graduating from my program to get a job in my field.
But
And that too, I was very lucky because it is a startup company, and I do have some experience for working in fashion because of my co-op.
but I suppose the viewers who are watching this video will uh, will will take admission in future and then complete the 4 years. Till that time,
Oh,
a lot of opportunities will be up and the COVID scenes will be down.
oh yeah, for sure.
So they
So for viewers, this is my experience right now. This is the climate I'm in. But hopefully in 4 years' time, not even. You know what? It took me 2 years to get ready to come to Humber. So in 6 years, let's say for you watching me right now, everything will be good. Stores will be open. More stores will be open because people will want to shop even more now. So it won't be that hard. It's just a matter of you need to know what you want to study, and I would highly recommend getting a part-time job that will lead you there. For example, if you want to be a visual merchandiser, start working in retail. If you want to be in merchandising, also start working in retail, but speak to your manager about it. That helps a lot.
Also, Anna, do you think we should add something, or we got a lot of information regarding fashion management? Do you think we are we missing out on something?
About the program itself, I don't think I missed anything.
Do you wanna?
Oh, there is something that I want to add. A lot of people ask about scholarships
Yeah.
for bachelors. Yeah, I want to talk about that. So for the Bachelor of Commerce for my program, if you're getting a scholarship, you don't have to apply for it. It's automatic,
Mhm.
and some of them are renewable every semester, but it depends on the grade that you get. If you get 80%, 80 and above, I think you get $2,000 off. If you get 90% plus, I think it's 2,500 or 3,000. I completely forgot what it was for that one. But it is pretty good because it instead of paying $10,000, you're only paying about 8,700 something dollars, 7,000 something dollars, which is really good.
I remember replying to all these emails. It's just applying.
Yeah. How do I apply for a scholarship? That is, I mean, if you're going to a school, that is what you're most interested about. How to.
Yeah,
And I feel so stupid. Before I started my program, I was so excited about getting a scholarship. I downloaded the forms without reading anything. And then I applied for a scholarship for diploma. And they're like, but you're in bachelor's, you don't apply for it. And I went to my professors and asked for letters of recommendation, and it was for nothing. So
uh,
don't do the same mistake I did.
that reminds me. Do you wanna quickly share how to apply for the scholarship? Because I have been using hotkeys. If if student ask me queries, I know how to reply this to the email. Do you wanna cover it up quickly?
Yeah, I can. So they made it easier now. So all you have to do is go on my Humber, and then there's a tab that says scholarship, and you just have to click everything that you want to apply to, and then it will take you to the application. And every application is different because the scholarships are all different. It's based on program, and it's also there are some that are not based on program that are just based like that. So those that you can apply for will be on the My Humber, and you just need to click everything and then upload documents, and they will tell you what documents. Some of them have letters of recommendation. Some of them will ask for transcripts and whatnot. I know that international we have scholarships, but those are automatic. So you get automatically when you apply. Like mine, the international scholarship is also automatic. So yeah, you can't apply for it. You just need to work really hard. It's not that easy to also get into a school. If you're going to invest money into going to a school, invest yourself your time well, get the grades, work hard, try to get the good grades. If you're getting good grades, you're getting the scholarship automatically. You don't even need to worry about applying for it. So if you really want it, this is the easy access. This is a golden path for a scholarship.
And just quickly, one more thing about scholarship that it's not only focused the fashion management bachelors, but this is the
It's
whole way.
everyone.
Any program, if you want to apply, this is the way to apply for the scholarship. And
Yes,
I
yes.
think we should cover more about Humber, because since we both are working in the Humber, we know what kind of questions students have. So we rather than focusing on the program, we should cover more insiders about such as scholarship, admissions, work permits, study permit, how to apply for, how to register for the classes. I know I used to sit at the desk. I know students were asking how to registration. So we might cover this in the next topic. But that's wonderful, Anna. Thank you. It was a valuable information. I think I got a lot of content to edit today.
Thank you. No, for sure. I do talk a lot, so I'm sure you'll have a hard time editing everything.
No, I'm gonna add it. Like I won't be cutting any scenes because I got a good content. I'll be just doing it from start and end, and I'm just uploading it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So
I
just
tried.
bye and goodbye, and then log off.
Okay. All right. So, you guys, thank you so much. Please be sure to like, share, because you don't want that information just for yourself, and subscribe. Even if this video has nothing to do with the program that you want, he has more videos coming up.
That's
So
true.
you don't want to miss that, right? Especially information about Humber.
Okay.
So
For sure. For sure. Thanks.